What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rook Your Owners. As you can see, we have the Q7 back. If you didn't watch the last video, or maybe you did and you just don't remember what happened, what we talked about, we had a timing issue with this. So I had dropped it off at Pierce Auto in Bowkville. It's where my buddy works. There's a guy there that works on timing all the time. He knows what he's doing. He's really good at it. His name's Finn, by the way. He went in, he fixed our timing issue. Come to find out, we were still having some misfire issues here and there. When they had it all good. It was running fine. I picked it up, and it's weird when its engine's cold, there's no issues. Eventually, once it gets warm, it just kind of starts misfiring. I'm wondering if it's oil pressure related. Maybe, I don't know when the oil change was last done. It's possible that that has something to do with it. We're gonna be doing an oil change on this next, but this video is gonna be about how to replace the battery in your Q7. Now, for most people, most cars, you pop the hood, you come over here, pop the hood, and your battery would be somewhere back in here. However, that's not the case for this car. For this car, battery is underneath the driver's seat. So we will get to that in just a minute here. If you look over here, you have these jumpers for, that's your power spot there, and then you got your ground to body right here. So what we want to do, so you could use that for jumping the car if, say, the battery dies. You could use that way you can't get to it when it's under the seat. So that way you can hook it up to there and jump your car. So I was going to use the battery charger, but we're not going to use that. I completely forgot I have this jump pack. We're going to hook this jump pack up to these jumpers for the battery. That way we have constant power, keeping the monitors on and everything. The electronics are going to be okay when we unhook the battery from the car. So we're not going to lose any memory. The keys still be programmed to the car, all that stuff. So we're going to hook that up, and then we're going to get after taking the battery out. All right, one power, one to the body. Turn it on. Now the battery in the car is pretty much shot. It's a little low. That's why I want to hook up the jumper and turn the battery to see how much juice it's got. It's a little low. So let me grab the impact quick. What you're gonna need for this job is you don't have to use an impact. You can use a ratchet. This is just faster. You're gonna need a size 10 triple square. Some people call them 12 points, 12-point sockets. You come in here. Now I don't know how well you can see it. Is it good with light? All right, we'll use the light here.
Let me see that.
Just like that. Okay, so if you have mats, just pop them up. Get them out of the way. And you have these plastic covers here, one here and one back here. They just come right up. There's supposed to be a clip on here. It doesn't really clip in that well. Mine's broken, as you can see. Pull those up, out of the way. So you got your one triple square here and your other triple square in the back. So all you got to do, hook that sucker up. One out. Two out. Leave them there for later. All right, guys, we're in the back seat. Now you can see, yeah, these little plastic covers back here. My car is missing the one on this side. So basically you just pull these guys out. I think there's another piece that sits on top of there. You just kind of pop them right out. So now, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that well. There are pivot points, like little hinges. You got one here and one on this side. So now that the bolts are out in the front, back the camera up a little bit, be able to take this seat and tip it right back, just like that. Just rocks right on it. Okay, then we'll come back to the front. All right, guys, so we're in the front seat here. We got the driver's seat pulled back on the pivot. So now, I don't know if you can see these clips or not. You have 4 clips, one here, there, and then underneath the rug, there are 2 more back there. 1 and 2. So all we gotta do is just pop those up. Okay, and then this cover, come right out. Once the cover's out, you have access to your battery. So now all you gotta do is I have my trusty 10 mil. Unhook it. I like to undo the ground first. So undo that terminal. And then undo the positive. So once you get the terminals unhooked, you got your battery tied down here. I don't know why this one is loose. There's a 10 millimeter bolt right there. And then you have another tie down on the side. I don't know if you can see that well with the lighting. It's kind of a funky one. That's also a 10 mil. It doesn't look like it, but it is. So we're gonna remove those. See, that's what it looks like. All right, get that out of the way. All right, so after you remove those tie downs, there's a little hook down here at the bottom that just kind of holds it down as well. All you got to do is just push it to the side so it's not under there anymore. Grab your handles and lift it out. All right, guys, so I want to start off by saying that Advanced Auto does not pay us for anything. They don't sponsor us. I just want to let you know what battery I got for this car. I decided to go with the Platinum because I forgot exactly what it was he said, but it's got the AGM technology. It's fancy. So now apparently this battery, the Platinum ones, are better for newer cars that require a lot of voltage to be able to run all the electronics. And I know that Audis are very picky with their voltage, especially the Q7 or like the A8s. They're very picky with how much juice is in the battery. Sometimes they won't even start. So I decided to go all out and go with the Platinum. So we're gonna throw that guy in there. Basically just reverses what we just did. Alright, so we got the battery back in there. We have the seat back down. Everything's put back to the way it was. Come up front here. We're gonna take off the charger or jump box. We'll just set this here for now. We're gonna start the car and make sure everything was done right. Alright, so I want you guys to know that, since I didn't mention it earlier in the video, I had issues where I'd go to start it and the starter would click for a second, it wouldn't do anything, and I'd do it again and then it would fire up. So some Audis have an automated starting system so that when you roll the key over, you just have to click it real quick. You don't have to hold it. You just click it real quick and you let go, and it'll keep running or keep turning the motor over until it fires up. So if it doesn't have enough juice, sometimes it'll just click and it won't do anything. Now we have a brand new battery in it, and as soon as I clicked it, fired right up, no issues, good as new. So because we left the battery charger on the jumper terminals under the hood, we still have our dates, our clocks, all the monitors, everything's the same. Didn't lose any memory. So you want to make sure you do that, unless you don't care and maybe you had a check engine light on and you want to get rid of it. Then by all means, let the battery be unhooked without anything attached to it. Alright guys, thank you for watching our video on how to replace a battery on the Q7. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Just about anybody could do it. Any Joe Schmo. Wasn't difficult at all. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our new videos. Thank you. I mean, should we orient it differently? Battery doesn't have enough juice with these electric starters, because you don't have to hold the key when you start it. You just click it and you let go, and then the starter will kick on using the battery voltage. Cut that part out. It sounds stupid. You get one? Alright. Just make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, so that make sure that you guys can like, comment, make sure